My eyes are gonna be like super small, so you know. And we got some braids. Don't mind this. I'm growing out my undercut. But yeah, that's not why you're here. We've got a new series, Bite-Sized Gems. You know, I'm full of it. And today's one has been circulating the internet. So let us just jump right into it. If you are new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the like button as well. If you do enjoy this content, come and join the channel. Come and join the family. Alrighty, let me just pop it on the screen. I'm sure you've seen it around, I'm sure. So, let go.
Is he toxic to me? No. He does what the fuck I want him to do. He's not toxic to me. Is he toxic to his wife and his kid? Absolutely, because he's not.
Why are you dealing with a nigga like that, son?
Shit!
It's
what the fuck is you talking about?
How's that not your business?
That's not my business.
Bro, that sounds like you're not taking accountability.
That's not my business. So if he wants to cheat on his wife, why is that my business?
So what you
Niggas are cheating on me, and bitches didn't feel like that was their business.
Man.
Why do I care if this man want to cheat on his wife?
Man.
Why, Eli? Why, Eli?
So what you be?
Hold on. Why, Eli? Why should I care if this man want to cheat on his wife? Is he toxic to me? No.
Okay, let us just rewatch it again, break it down a little bit, and then I'm going to go into why sometimes when we're triggered, we get so defensive, you know? So we're gonna get into that and then learn better ways to deal with our triggers and also better ways to get under the hood of the car, especially when we feel like we need to be defensive about something.
Is he toxic to me? No. He does what the fuck I want him to do. He's not toxic to me. Is he toxic to his wife and his kid? Absolutely, because he's not.
Why are you dealing with a nigga like that, son?
Shit! So you see, the only time she actually got up, so my girl has a microphone already, but she had to go louder. Okay. Than the microphone. Why? Because she wasn't able to get her point across. Not necessarily that she couldn't get her point across. She had been triggered. This is a question she probably asks herself, you know, why can't I pick somebody who can reciprocate love to me, who isn't already in a relationship and who can love me for me? Why do I have to chase after unavailable men? That is something that she probably asks herself behind closed doors. But sometimes when the mirror is held back at us, that's when the triggers start, okay? And that's when we start to get defensive. Sometimes when we get defensive, we need to understand or sit down and peel back where this type of behavior is coming from. We need to peel back and understand why we're reacting in this way. Why are we so triggered? So my girl over here, I think she already has this conversation with herself and she is feeling very embarrassed because, hey, you're in front of national TV, you know, we're all watching you. And she doesn't mind making a fool of herself because she already knows she has been making a fool of herself with the choices that she has been making. You know, even her friend or this woman sat next to her is like, okay, you know, this is why women, we need men. Because the men are in shock, but the friend or the woman sat next to her has got a grin on her face because she sees this as, well, it's not me behaving like this. You know, you can still make a fool out of yourself, but I'm going to comport myself. You know, women, we don't really call out each other and we rarely hold each other accountable. How can you be friends with someone like this when you know they are cheating with a married man, okay?
What the fuck is you talking about?
How's that not your business, bro?
That's not my business.
Bro, that sounds like you're not taking accountability.
That's not my business.
So
if he wants to cheat on his wife, why is that my business?
So what you
Niggas are cheating on me and bitches didn't feel like that was their business.
Man.
Why do I care if this man want to cheat on his wife?
Man.
And this is it. This is that tit for tat. kind of mindset, where it's like, well, they're doing it to me, so I'm going to do it to them. Or, well, it was never done to me or never done for me, so why should I do it for others? You know, at what point do we sit down and say, do you know what, we want this cycle to change? We need to stop within our own tracks when we realize that things are not working out the way we want them to, or they're not working out the right way. Women like this need years, intensive therapy sessions, you know, and a good set of friends and support system around them in order to break free from this kind of mindset. But at the same time, I don't think everyone can be saved, because at the end of the day, the healing, the self-work, it comes from the self. And this, I don't know. If you have some kind of mindset that is similar to this woman, where when things are not modeled to you, or you've got this kind of like tit for tat kind of mindset, yeah, and you're willing, you know, you're unaware, but now you're seeing how your behavior is coming across, then I would say there is hope. But if you know that this is how you are, you just don't know what to do, but you are not willing to change, then I guess it's the end of the road for you. But let's just keep going, and then I'll add some points about being defensive.
Why, Eli? Why, Eli?
So what you be?
Hold on. Why, Eli?
That sounds.
Why should I care if this man would cheat on his wife?
Is he toxic to me? No.
Why should I care if this man wants to cheat on his wife? Because it's going to be done back to you. Or it's probably being done alongside you. You know, the wife's there, you probably got plenty of side chicks. And as much as you think the minute you say he should do something, he does it for you, it's kind of like you think you're in control, but in actual fact, you're taken for idiots. You're taking yourself for idiots, you know. But anyway, let's go into the important part. My eyes are going to get smaller and smaller, guys, but don't watch that. I'm going to try open my eyes so you can actually see that I'm awake. So some of the points here about, I was going to put it on the screen, but hold on. I'm not going to put it on the screen. But some of the points that I got from, you know, why people attack in conflict or they become very defensive. Some of the points where, you know, it was modeled to them. So let's say they're parents. So think about this. As I'm talking, just think about your upbringing. Were your parents, did they ever take accountability for their actions? Were they ever remorseful when, you know, they did something wrong, or they upset, you know, the husband or the wife, your mom or your dad, you know, vice versa? Did they model any kind of accountability to you? Because if they didn't, you know, and one party was always louder and louder and louder, or maybe used crying, tears to manipulate the situation, that was something that was modeled to you. So maybe when you get into sticky situations where you've been triggered, you know, and you start to get defensive, you start to mirror or model whatever it is that you were conditioned or you saw growing up. So bear that one in mind. All of these things, we're just trying to peel them all back, okay? And the next point is it has worked. Okay, so let's say the mom or the dad used tears to wiggle their way out of sticky situations. You model these things and you realize that the minute the tears start flowing, they get what they want. So you too, even though it's a toxic or unhealthy habit, it's something that you have picked up on, and it's something that you were doing unconsciously, you know, behind it all, you are doing it, you know, unconsciously. So it's been mirrored to you, and when you've done it in the past, it's worked. Because you can see that this lady over here, or this woman, she got louder and louder and louder, and it's like people are telling her to calm down. It's all part of the things that she's, you know, you want the person to calm down. You want them to, it's a way of seeking attention in a way, you know. It's like you want to be so loud to get some kind of attention on you, because deep down you just want to be held and say, hey, it's gonna be okay. You don't actually have to dabble in all this mess in order to be loved. But it comes across so like aggressive because that's just all you know. Okay. Again, another point is they are protecting themselves. Of course, you know, getting louder and louder and louder because, again, they're protecting themselves. They don't want anyone to see that actually under all of that, they are very lonely and they're very sad inside and they're very crushed and they've got a very dark mind. They're very lonely. You know, they want love, but they have to have that hard, tough exterior because they don't know or they haven't been modeled healthy vulnerability. So they think they need to throw their weight around in order to get their needs met. You know, maybe when you were a child, tantrums and meltdowns will get you the things that you want. But when you grow up as an adult who needs to be self-regulating and managing your emotions, when you do these things, you become very unbearable to be around, you know. And another point is they want to be heard. Again, all these points tie together because deep down, she knows that nobody cares about her. So she doesn't want to care about anyone. She just wants to be heard. She just wants to be cared for, but she's going about it the wrong way because it hasn't been modeled to her. And regardless, it has worked for her in her life. Even though it's not going the right way, it still works, okay? Because to her, being with a married man and getting, you know, X, Y, and Z from him is just enough, rather than getting somebody who actually loves her for her. But then again, under all of that, I don't know who would want to live with that unhealed, unhealthy person in this state right now. Until she gets some help, it'll be very difficult for her to be with anybody who is healthy. Okay? Now, another point is they are emotionally flooded. Oh yes, in that moment, you're going through so much. You know, you're feeling sad, you're feeling embarrassed, you're feeling guilt, you're feeling shame, you know, you're feeling low, you're feeling lonely, you're feeling isolated, you're feeling crazy, okay? You're feeling disrespected, you're feeling dirty, you know? And then you're feeling like you're feeling unlovable. All of these emotions are coming there, but imagine in front of all these people saying, I'm lonely. That's why I'm doing that. Poof. If you've never been modeled true vulnerability, it will feel so awkward for you to really, really touch base with your true emotions. You cover it with anger, outbursts, meltdowns, and things of that nature. And then not deep down. And the last one is they are deeply hurt. This woman is truly hurt deep down. She is truly hurt deep down. That's why she was getting louder and louder. You know that she's going to break down at some point. That day after the shoot, I'm sure she would have broken down. Sometimes you self-reflect and you're like, wow, did I do all of that? And the sad thing is with the internet, it's always going to be out there. And with this particular video, it's been going viral. So imagine having to replay this scenario over and over again. So that means all those emotions that you had will continue to replay over and over again. So why am I saying all of this? In life, we're always going to be triggered in some aspect, and different people and different scenarios trigger us differently. It's just about becoming more self-aware, becoming more in tune with our bodies and our nervous system, you know, and understanding why we're becoming defensive, why we're feeling the way we're feeling. And then before we say anything that comes out from our mouth, we need to sift through it. It needs to be processed before it comes out, okay? So that's what I'm going to leave with you guys today. We're going to go into more depth into different bite-sized gems on different episodes. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the like button and obviously subscribe and come join the family. All right, until next time, take care and God bless. Bye.